What is good, y'all? It's your boy, The Shows, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to Shows World TV. So, got a new channel here that I'll be reacting to, but I'm familiar with the content BizarreBub. This is Scary Comp Volume 62. I haven't watched all of them, but I've watched enough to know how they go. Now, figured I'd switch it up a bit, but I will admit, I'm messing up already because it's after 10 at night, and I really am considering should I do it, but I'm already here, so you don't want to waste no more time. You want to go watch the original? Link will be in the description. Alright, let's get right to it, y'all.
A mother and her baby are alone at home when something very unsettling is caught on camera. According to the mother, she has no words for this terrifying encounter. The mother writes, "I thought I was hearing things at first, but then my back door motion detector went off. That's when I knew it was real." She further adds that only she and her child live alone in this house. So whatever was caught on camera had to be someone or something else. If no other child lives here, then who or what was captured? This is what was caught.
Okay. So far, everything's regular. What the hell? I keep waiting to see something. Nothing's happened yet.
Out of nowhere, a child's giggle is heard inside the house. But even more creepy is the fact that her baby was already looking at the direction from where the laugh had come from. Initially thinking it was just in her head, she turns away from the source of the voice, seeming less scared, when suddenly the sound of running footsteps is heard. It is at this point that she begins to realize that maybe someone or something is inside her house. It was only after the motion detector went off that she quickly fled away from the scene. As we already know, there shouldn't be another child in the home, yet a kid's voice is heard inside. The mom further mentions that she looked around the house as one of her thoughts was that a kid had broken into her home, but after searching all over the place, there was no trace of anyone there.
I don't think a kid would have the sophistication to break into someone's house. Not saying it couldn't happen, but it's very unlikely. The other likelihood is that she got some bad spirits up in there and might be time to consider another place to live. But hey, that's me.
It's not certain if a ghost or an entity was caught on camera, but until more info is given, the question still remains. Just who or what was inside the house? A family in Mexico has been experiencing paranormal activity. From hearing random knocks on their door and opening it to find no one there, to seeing things inside their house move on their own, the family can't help but think that something very sinister is haunting them. Now, for some reason, these odd occurrences didn't happen until one day they heard a random knock on their door. Ever since then, they would wake up late at night to strange noises and other creepy occurrences that seemingly don't stop unless they are recognized. Given how often this occurs, the family has started recording these incidents. After being woken up once again by strange noises, a family member begins to record and captures the following. This is what they caught.
Son no sé si se alcanza a ver, las 3 de la mañana con 1 minuto.
The witching hour.
Me acaba de levantar.
Yep.
Porque dice que se escuchan ruidos en el cuarto. Mi esposo y mi niña están dormidos.
Otherwise known as the devil's hour.
En el cuarto no hay nadie. Solamente estamos mi hermana, mi hija, mi esposo y yo. Aquí en este cuarto está solo porque en esos últimos días Nadie ha podido dormir aquí. Como podrán ver, el cuarto está totalmente solo. Y pues nadie duerme aquí. Solo estamos nosotros. Mi hermana dice que se escuchan cosas, pero... Ay, me asusté. Pero no sé, pues no se oye nada. No sabe. Amor, amor, levántate. Levántate porque ya le pegaron a la puerta.
It could just be kids messing with the door, but I mean, or the window, I don't know. But
Se
I
escuchó
mean, the
la
dogs are
puerta.
going crazy. I can hear that.
Puerta. Mira, acabamos de venir y no estaba así. Todos los cajones están abiertos.
All of a sudden, the bedroom cabinets are open. It's almost as though someone had ransacked the room before disappearing from sight. But the family knows it wasn't a person who did this, but rather something else. They continue to look around in confusion, trying to see if anything else had happened, when out of nowhere, this happens.
La niña está dormida. Estamos solos. No sabemos qué fue lo que pudo haber pasado. Mi esposo anda viendo. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué es, amor?
Movió la puerta, no sé qué va a esperar, nada.
No hay nada. No hay nada en el baño.
Just what exactly had caused the noise in the bathroom? Like with most occurrences, the family can't seem to explain it. But surprisingly, it was thereafter that the occurrences stopped. It would seem that the family no longer experiences anything unusual. But then one night, the following takes place. The family is woken up by a shuffling noise coming from the same bedroom where the cabinets had been opened. They immediately begin to record when the following happens.
You know, at first I thought that phone was like an eclipse of the moon, but the sun really. But yeah.
No sé ni qué horas son, pero se están escuchando ruidos. Y estamos solas. Mi esposo anda trabajando. Mis hermanas están dormidas.
There go the dogs again.
Despiértate. Acompáñame a ver allá adentro. Se están escuchando ruidos otra vez. Voy a despertar.
You know, people tend to think it's the ones you can see that become the scariest, but actually it's the ones you can't see. You know, when it comes to paranormal activity.
Dios mío, estamos solas. No sé si alcancen a escuchar. Se escucha el perro. ¿Qué horas son?
I mean, either one is bad, but not seeing them is worse.
Ay, Dios. Estamos solas. Mi esposo le tocó trabajar. Estamos nosotras solas. Tenemos mucho miedo. No, abrázame. Tenemos mucho miedo. Hace como 15 días que se empezaron. Que escucharon estos ruidos. No sé si es imposible. Ay. No sé si es imposible dormir. Cuando estamos solas. Ay, no, no puede ser. No puede ser, no puede ser. Cada vez se nos hace más difícil dormir. Ay, Dios. Ay, Dios. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, no sé si alcanzaron a ver, pero se movió la cortina. Acompáñame, por favor, a ver si me sale.
Y'all keep the keys in the door? I wouldn't do that.
¿Hay alguien? Yo no quiero salir.
Somehow, the curtain moves on its own. Now, some think that a light breeze had made it move. which
Yeah,
could
that's
be
what I
the
was thinking.
case, But it still doesn't explain the strange banging noise that is heard, or why the dogs were barking non-stop. Maybe it is the case that somebody was messing with them, but other previous incidents make the family think otherwise. So then, just what exactly is going on inside this home? Like with most videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question. This next video was shot by someone who in the footage seems to be taking in the view of the river before them. All appears to be normal until the camera catches something from a distance. Upon zooming in, it becomes apparent that whatever was caught on camera had most likely ruined the mood of the person recording. Now there isn't that much info on the clip, but it still nonetheless speaks for itself. This is what was captured.
Domingo, curtindo uma cachoeira em Rio de Janeiro. Reparem o visual na mata. Agora o melhor de tudo é essa queda d'água. Muita água. Muita força. Uhul! Ih, caraca! Uma coisa ali.
What the hell?
Caraca, apareceu um cara ali no meio da água. Vozinho,
Look like Slenderman.
você viu o cara no meio da água? Caraca. Ali, vozinho.
There it goes again.
Not too far from the camera, there appears to be someone or something bathing in the roaring rapids of the river. After being splashed by countless river waves, the figure all of a sudden vanishes. It's as though the waves had washed away the shadowy form, but then suddenly it comes back for a split second before being taken away by the river. Now, even if we don't know what the person behind the camera is saying, we can hear it in their voice how baffled they are by the strange figure in the distance. Whoever, or whatever this is, has yet to be known, but I'll leave it to you to decide as to whether or not it's something paranormal. Unfortunately, the lack of info on this video makes it likely that we'll never know for sure. A mountain climber from Mexico shares a chilling photo from his trip to the mountains. It was during a podcast that Jesus Olivares shared the image and recounted the story behind it. Doubtless, the picture is pretty creepy to say the least. In 2009, Olivares and a group of friends had traveled to one of the highest mountains in Mexico. The mountain is known as Pico de Orizaba, which has an elevation so high above sea level that it's nearly impossible to climb without an oxygen supply. Many believe that the mountain is uninhabitable for this reason, and therefore lacks civilization. However, many climbers have reported seeing silhouettes of people and other strange shadow-like figures when going up the mountain. While some think that this might have been other climbers in the area, many believe that this might have been the spirits of deceased individuals who tragically died during their climb.
Okay.
Now, Olivares admits to having seen things he couldn't explain. Perhaps this might have been the altitude sickness kicking in, as low levels of oxygen can cause people to hallucinate. But Olivares is certain that what he saw wasn't him just seeing things, but in fact, something real. And to prove it, he has a photo. In a podcast, Olivares claims to have seen shadows and heard distant voices while he and his friends ascended the mountain. These occurrences would come and go, but eventually stop at a certain point. They would continue climbing, feeling less spooked, before later stopping to take photos. Now, lots were taken, but one in particular would catch people's attention. After the trip was over, Olivares posted the pics on his social media and called it a day. But then, the day after, a strange comment was made below one of his photos, which read, "Nice pic, but who's the kid in the background?" Confused by the comment, Olivares, in response, asked, "What kid?" To which they replied, "The kid in the corner. Who is that?" Olivares takes a closer look at the photo.
Oh. Whoa.
He immediately got goosebumps. Olivares assures us that he and his friends, all adults, were the only ones present at the site. Initially thinking that it was just a rock, he shrugged it off as a case of pareidolia, but upon closer examination, there is clearly a child's face. It doesn't make any sense that someone, let alone a child, would be this high up in the mountain by themselves. Only explanation he can think of is that this was a paranormal incident. But of course, it is solely a theory among many others who've seen the picture. The photo continues to haunt him to this day, even though it was taken back in 2009, and the lack of an explanation reassures him that something paranormal occurred. But as always, what do you think? Did Olivares capture something paranormal? Or might there be a rational explanation for this? Feel free to let me know what you think down below. Now this last video was submitted by Aaron Tipsy, who states that a friend of his had sent him a creepy video. In it, Aaron's friend can be seen sleeping inside their bedroom when something downright terrifying is captured. It's close to midnight when the following happens. This is what was caught.
Oh, hell no.
What better way to induce insomnia than by watching a video like this?
Bro.
Now, it's worth mentioning that this same video can be found on TikTok.
Yo. If I seen that, immediately not watching the rest of it. Like, that's just, yo, my neck, I could feel the hairs coming up on my neck. I felt like this little jolt of electricity. Like, that scared the crap out of me just now. Not even gonna lie to you. Like, part of me is hoping that's special effects, but it just seems, the video don't seem too, like, you know, how would I put this? It doesn't seem too formatted to the point where it would be special effects. And that's just what makes it even more disturbing.
However, the context given for that video is different from the one that was sent to me. Aaron states that his friend has no recollection of ever doing this in their sleep, whereas the one on TikTok states that they were fully conscious when they did this. Whether conscious or not, the imagery of this video is still nonetheless pretty disturbing. Real or not, this here is a great source of nightmare fuel. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so that was BizarreBub with Scary Come Volume 62. I would say every video was about average, you know, stuff I'm used to with paranormal activity, but that last one, what the hell? Like, she just got up and the face distorted and had these, like, you know, deep whites in the eyes, and I'm just like, bruh, she need to see like an exorcist or something. I don't know what's going on there, but she need help. Like, honestly, if I seen that, I would definitely be concerned. Cause like I said, if it was special effects, I feel like it would have been more than likely debunked. But something just tells me that was very real, and unfortunately, that really just gave me the creeps just now. But yeah, every other video, like I said, was pretty it's pretty okay. It didn't really give me too much of a scare, but that last one though, yeah. But yo, if y'all enjoyed that reaction, man, leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Shows World TV, and I make reaction sketches and vlogs. Follow me on all my socials. All the links for everything else is in the description down below, and I want to thank y'all for watching. Alright, so you want more videos like this, then click that playlist right there. And if you want my more recent video, then click that over there. Alright, so yo, I'm gonna edit this in a while. It's your boy The Shows, and I will see you guys next time when I upload. Peace.